Still the same ones that I came with. Up in a payment, told you we nothing to play with. Guess some things unchangeable. Me and my thirst insatiable.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
The National Football League has come to Germany. We are underway from Munich. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. To throw right away, here's Montana. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
That's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Montana. That's complete to Calvin Johnson. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Joe Montana here going to the air on 1st down. And this is caught. First catch by Brandon Marshall. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. Now Marshall coming in motion right. On 1st down, Montana. Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Slot man moves right. After the sack on 1st down, Montana. And that nearly an interception. Opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Gonzalez. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 28. Johnson goes in motion left. First and 10 for Montana and company. That is caught by Lamb. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They run it for the first time with Tony Pollard. And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
Here's where we need to see some tenacity from this defense because they've been pushed right down the field on this opening drive. They've got to find some way to push back, and that's a good first step.
On 2nd and goal, Montana. This is caught, and he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
This opening drive has taken them to the 2, but now they come up on a 3rd and goal. Here's Montana to throw. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Tony Gonzalez, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Bears put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT, and that makes the score 7-0. And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. Takes it at the 7. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
But they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
Johnson, the man in motion right. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Rodgers in trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down. In motion right, here comes Johnson. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Are we on the same page here, partner? Because I think they have the right idea. Just take what you can get on 3rd and forever.
Yeah, in real life, I'd say yes. It's just these video games are tempting. You want to go downfield with it.
I like the way you evolved. Yeah. You know, you've learned how to play it the Madden way.
Rodgers gonna go on 4th down. A hit as he throws, and this is gonna be incomplete. Boy, a real head scratcher there. And now, boy, the ball's gonna go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. I'm speechless. You're back in the shadow of your own goalpost. Well, talk. I don't know.
I was hoping you would keep talking.
First half, I
was hoping that you weren't speechless because I have no explanation for this. It does remind me a little bit of a playoff game in the NFL a few years back where they ran a real trick play that was actually named after a song title. And they end up fumbling the ball deep in their own territory, set a bad tone for the game, and end up losing a playoff game. That's what that call there reminded me of.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. And they'll send the slot in motion left. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Packers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. And the defense, Charles, they bit a little bit, but they did not break. And then on 3rd and goal there, the huge interception.
Think of the momentum they're carrying with them right now, Brandon, because in their mind, whether they want to admit it or not, They were conceding 3 points. Their goal was to keep them out of the end zone, not give up a touchdown. Instead, they give up nothing. What a big-time play and a big-time stop by them.
A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Rodgers going to give this one to Dillon. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. On 2nd down, another run for Dillon. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 17 yards on the play there as the Packers have the 1st down as well. Oftentimes broken tackles are his specialties. Put another one on his tally there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. One-on-one, not likely to get him down. You need everyone else to get there and help you. I think they were signaling for you and I to jump on the pile and try and get him down, weren't they?
You don't want me out there, I promise you. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. In this defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
Johnson, the man in motion right. Dillon now on 1st and 10. And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
2 things to watch. First is strength and being able to break out that initial contact. But at his size, once you slow his momentum, it's hard for him to get it started again and end up tackling him behind the line of scrimmage.
Throw left side complete. That's Johnson. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. They'll try and run for the 1st with Dillon. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. They needed a yard. They got it. 1st down.
We ought to come up with a T-shirt and sell it that says, no indecision on 3rd and 1. And we didn't see it on that run, did we? Got his shoulders square, just got right into the line of scrimmage and picked it up.
Absolutely. Picked his lane, went with it, and converted. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. They run again with Dillon. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the 1st half. Second down at 7. Again, it's Dillon. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. He's got it. Oh, and he's going to be brought down a few yards short of the goal line, and they're going to be unable to stop the clock from here. So close yet so far, and that's going to be how this 1st half will come to an end. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the third quarter from the 10. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter three.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Meanwhile, Rodgers' throw taken in by Adams. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. In motion right, here comes Johnson. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. And this is thrown to the sideline. No receiver in the area, though, and that's going to bring out a flag. Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
Johnson, the man in motion right. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Shaquille Leonard, the linebacker. And the Bears are going to take possession of the football.
And that has to be a little bit discouraging, because after all their halftime talk, adjustments, and points of emphasis, their first drive ends with an interception. Absolutely aggravating if you're a head coach, because you spent all that time, gone through every situation possible, and it still ends in a turnover.
They will look to throw. Montana dancing to his left. And it's caught. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Pollard will take it in. Touchdown, Bears.
And that's a drive that makes everyone happy on that bench, because they accomplish exactly what they set out to do. Take care of the football, eat up a little clock, end up in the end zone. Now they've got a cushion for the rest of the game, so they didn't just help themselves offensively, they helped their defense out as well.
And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. So the offense back out now, coming off its first interception of the game the last time out, trying to reestablish some momentum. That's caught inside the 20. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. Now swing pass for Dillon. He's down inside the 10 to the 8. And it comes on a gain of 8. Ball on the 8, 2nd and 2. On play action, it's Rodgers. Caught on a slant. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Calvin Johnson from 8 yards out. And the Packers have got it back to within a score. Zerline good with a PAT. And that'll make our score 14-7. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. Taken at the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive 1st and 10. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. In motion left, White. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Montana. He rifles one that's intercepted. And into the end zone. It's a pick-6 and a Packer touchdown.
Well, Charles, you can just see the frustration on the sideline. Safe to say that's not how they expected this series to go. The ball only went one way, and it was backward into their own end zone, courtesy of the pick-6.
And, Brandon, how often do we hear offenses tell us before a game they want to end every series with a kick, right? A punt, a PAT, or a field goal. In the case of a defense, they want to end with a punt or a takeaway. And we saw the takeaway right there, and it turned out to be a takeaway that turned into 6 points.
And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half. Montana's throw into the hands of Gonzalez here. And they're able to get this one across the 35. White, the man in motion. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. In motion left, White. Montana. He'll drop this off to Peyton. So nothing doing there, and it'll be 2nd down. The tight end in motion right. To throw again on 2nd down. Montana. And that is incomplete.
As expected, he's gone to him several times in this game, but that's the first time one has slipped from his grasp. I'll bet he goes back to him, though. He's an excellent player.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. To throw is Montana. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Gonzalez. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. Going to try to throw for it with Montana. Flushed out right. He's got a man, complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
So after the big play on fourth, here's 1st and 10.
Shotgun. Here's Montana. Escaping the pressure right.
And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
It sort of looks like they stopped some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
On 2nd and 10, Montana. That's to Marshall on a quick slant. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. Here's Peyton up the middle. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. And the ball smacked down on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Now a handoff inside. It's Peyton. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. Now Montana. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Now they send a man in motion right. Montana going for it on 4th. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Tony Gonzalez. A beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game.
And the Bears answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th.
Important extra point up and through. And the lead is now 21-14. And there's been a Terry now to kick it away after the touchdown.
This is taken just shy of the 10. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. So remember, Charles, last time they were out here, they scored, but they just saw the opposition score. And
that's caught inside the 35.
And they're going to move it down to inside the 25.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Now Dillon on the inside give. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here.
On a bad time late for a poor throw, it's intercepted. And the Bears have just about sewn up this football game.
You've got to know as a quarterback that's going to be tough to outthink this guy in the defensive backfield. He's been at it 11 years now, so he knows all the ins and outs of the position. And he's in the right spot there to come up with the interception.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. 2nd and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming. Now a give, it's Peyton. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game.
Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the 1st.
motion. Left comes Moss. A give to the fullback on the dive. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. Here's Ray Guy now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
You need to give the ball away here in the fourth quarter while you're just holding a slim lead. But that punt, absolutely ideal. They pin them inside the 5-yard line. They give their defense a really nice opportunity.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember,
he's got a man, complete. And he will step out of bounds, but not before he's all the way across the 50. A big play there, Rodgers to Adams, 47 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Back to throw, Rodgers. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. A couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You're having to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
In motion right here comes Johnson. And it's complete to Adams. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. And he did exactly what they needed him to do, Charles. Got out of bounds. They have no timeouts.
And they knew that before the play even began. Still executed it. How many times have we seen it happen where you know it, yet a guy's still looking for a timeout or trying to stay in bounds? He got it done.
Now Rodgers. That's going to be caught. And he is across and in for the score. And now they can tie the game in the final stages with the extra point.
Or they can go for 2 and go for the win.
And now the decision is to go for 2. A gutsy call, and this, in effect, is your ball game right here. So here we go. The Packers will line up to go for 2. One final try for Rodgers. We've seen this before. And it is caught. They got the 2 points, and with it, they've taken the lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, The goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string